Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville where Jeremy Anderson is being sworn in, or has been sworn in, as the new chief of Greenville Fire and Rescue. Anderson officially became chief this morning during a ceremony at City Hall. The city of Greenville announced last week that Anderson would be promoted to chief. Anderson, who is a 20-year veteran of the department, most recently held the role of battalion chief. Before joining Greenville Fire and Rescue in 2006, Anderson was a volunteer firefighter in the community of Shine in Greene County. He served with the Kinston Fire Department in 2005 after a brief tenure as a high school teacher and coach. Now, Anderson's appointment to the post comes after former Chief Brock Davenport retired in August. Deputy Chief Jesse Harris has been overseeing operations at Greenville Fire and Rescue in the interim. And now we want to highlight again some crime news in Craven County specifically, where two people again are facing theft and drug charges. The Craven County Sheriff's Office says they received a report of theft from the Craven County Courthouse on October 9th. Deputies identified 51-year-old Bradley Roby and 27-year-old Melissa Swain as the suspects through their investigation. Court documents say Roby stole a person's bag, which had a wallet with debit cards, a cell phone, a Bluetooth speaker, and a cell phone charger. On Friday, investigators got a warrant and searched Roby's home, where they found the stolen items and methamphetamine. Roby is charged with the following: felony possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver methamphetamine, 2 felony counts of financial card theft, 2 felony counts obtaining property by false pretense, felony identity theft, and misdemeanor larceny and possession of drug paraphernalia. Now, Swain is also facing the following charges: felony possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver methamphetamine, felony financial card theft, felony obtaining property by false pretense, felony identity theft, possession of stolen property, possession of drug paraphernalia. Now, both were taken to the Craven County Jail without bond, as they're both out on bonds for thefts and drug charges. Now, 2 dogs were found inside the home and were turned over to Animal Protective Services. And now we want to turn to your weather forecast. Again, today is a beautiful sunny day, but that sunshine does not automatically equate to additional warmth. It is still pretty chilly out there when you factor in a lot of the sunshine. Now, here's a look at your temperatures across the board. Most of us in the low to mid 60s, expecting to get into the upper 60s. Some areas could sneak into the low 70s coming up later on this afternoon. Again, not looking at widespread warmth, as we are about most of us between around 8 to 11 degrees colder than where we were yesterday at this time. But hey, at least we still got the sunshine. Right now, a northwesterly wind blowing in at about 7 to 15 miles an hour. New Bern is showing a little bit of a stronger breeze right now, currently coming in at a 16-mile-an-hour sustained wind, but other areas are on the lower side of that spectrum, seeing a 5-mile-per-hour breeze right now in Plymouth. Now, the winds are breezy today as we had a cold front roll through the east late last night to the early hours of this morning. Now, right now, that front is well off of our coast and continuing to push closer and closer to Bermuda. That will allow a high-pressure system to continue to flow over the region. And as that happens, winds will shift. Today, northwesterly. Tomorrow, southwesterly. And that will again leave us with warming temperatures tomorrow afternoon, and then late Tuesday night, tomorrow night, into your Wednesday morning. Another cold front will push its way across the east. This one will also be a dry front. Not seeing any sort of rain or even really cloud cover being squeezed out of that system over eastern North Carolina. So for us, things are just looking dry and sunny over the next several days, but at least the tropics are relatively quiet. We do have one system in the Caribbean that could become a tropical system here over the next 7 days, but over the next 48 hours, a medium chance of development, a 50% chance. Over the 7-day stretch, though, that goes up to an 80% chance. This is certainly a system we'll continue to keep an eye on, but not one we need to worry about too much, as this does not look like it'll get anywhere close to eastern North Carolina. So, 8-day forecast. What do we got? Coming up for today, more of the sunshine. As you can see, we're going to be sticking with that sunshine for not just your Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of the upcoming weekend. Our next chance of rain rolls in Sunday into Monday. Not looking again at a great chance of rain, but this is one of our, well, usually October and November, some of our drier months of the year. So again, seeing this type of forecast isn't too shocking when you look at the climatological data in eastern North Carolina. Now, air temperatures are going to go up and down quite a bit, but we're not really going to be seeing a whole lot of rain associated with those dips in your air temps. Well, that's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a wonderful Monday.